neighbors and friends. I'm Mr. Monte. Welcome to my neighborhood. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm so glad that you chose to spend some time with me today. It's so nice to meet you. I hope you're excited because I am. We have a lot to talk about today. I thought we would start by singing a song together, and then we're going to talk about music, particularly the frequency of music, and how some things vibrate faster than others, and how they sound different. And then a little bit later, I have a special guest that's going to join us. But first, let's say hi to Tommy the turtle. Hi, Tommy. Are you hungry? Boop, 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 boop. Let's sing together, shall we? Welcome to the neighborhood where people choose to smile. It's a beautiful day, won't you stay for a while? I'm happy in this beauty wood, it's neighborly and kind. Of all the neighbors in the world, I'm happy that you're mine. Let's make the most of this beautiful day. While we're together, we'll laugh and we'll play. Won't you be my neighbor today? Oh, thanks for singing with me. So this is my guitar, and I want to tell you a little bit about my guitar. It is a string instrument, which means that the strings are what make the sound. There are 6 strings on my guitar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when I strum the strings or pluck the strings, they vibrate, and that vibration is the sound that we hear. So my guitar is part of a family. It's part of the string instrument family. Just like I'm a part of the family, and I believe that you are a part of a family. And you know, when I was a little boy, my family was just my mom and my dad and my sister and I. And now that I'm a grown-up, now that I'm an adult, my family has gotten bigger. My family is my wife and my children and our pets, like Tommy the turtle over there. So I have some other instruments that I'd like to show you today that are also a part of the string instrument family, but they look and they sound different. But before we get there, let's talk about frequency and the frequency of vibration and how that changes what we hear. I have something special over here. I like to call them my frequency sticks or my frequency blocks. Let me show them to you. So I have 3 blocks of wood, and they each have slits cut in them. And they're at different distances or different spaces, different frequencies. So the one in the middle here, the slits are really close together. They happen the most frequently. The one over here, they happen not quite as frequently, and this one, they're the furthest apart, so they happen the least frequently. And I want to show you what that sounds like. So we're going to start, let me set 2 of these down. And we're going to start with the one where the slits are the closest together, or they happen the most frequently. I have a screwdriver here, just something hard that I'm going to rub over the slits so that you can hear what it sounds like. Kind of reminds me of a frog. Now, let's try the one where the slits are not quite as close together and don't happen quite as frequently. And let's see if there's a difference in the sound. Do you notice it's a little lower? Sounds like a bigger frog. Let's go back to the one where they're really close together. They happen more frequently, and that sound is higher. Let's try the one where they are the furthest apart, and they happen the least frequently. Hear how much lower that sound is? Okay, let's put our frequency sticks away, and I want to introduce you to the instruments that I brought. So I have 3 instruments today. One of them is my guitar, and my guitar would be like the frequency stick that was in the middle. Sort of a middle frequency, not the highest sound and not the lowest sound. Let's start with the instrument that makes the high sound today. Now there are instruments that are higher than this, but this one is higher than my guitar. So the frequency of the sound is higher, which means the vibrations are closer together. What do you think's in here? It's not a violin. It looks like it could be a mini guitar, but it's not. Let me show you. This is it's my ukulele. Very good. And this is a very special ukulele to me. Let me tell you about it. So the ukulele is originally from Hawaii. And my parents, my mom and my dad, went to Hawaii over 30 years ago to celebrate the anniversary of their wedding. And they visited a shop where they build ukuleles, and they had this ukulele made for me and gave it to me for Christmas that year. So not only is it a special ukulele to me, but it's a very special gift from someone very special to me as well. Do you have anything special like that? Let me play the ukulele for you. So it's a higher sound than my guitar. It's a fun instrument. And it's our higher frequency instrument together. You notice that it's smaller than my guitar, and typically with instruments, the smaller the instrument, the higher the sound. So the sound of my guitar was a little lower than the ukulele. Now I have an instrument that makes a really low sound, so it must be really big, don't you think? I have to get up, I have to stand up for this one. Let me go over here and get this giant thing, and I'll bring it over so that you can see it. This right here, it's taller than I am. I'm going to set this aside for a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. Do you know what this is? I wore my special tie today that has it on it. I figured we were talking about music, and I would wear my tie that has one of these on here. It's not a giant violin. It looks like a giant violin. It's called the upright bass, or the stand-up bass, and it sounds like this. So it's really low. The frequency is low, the sound is low, the vibrations are further apart. And I love this instrument, so if I was playing jazz or bluegrass or rockabilly or country, I would probably play with my fingers. But if I was playing in the orchestra, I would use this thing. This is called a bow, and it is a wooden stick, and then it has hair from a horse's tail on it, and it's stretched tight. And we drag it across the strings, and it makes the strings vibrate like this. Now, I am not a fantastic bass player, but I have a good friend, a neighbor, who is a wonderful bass player, and he's going to join us, but he's kind of shy. So he's going to stay over there. It's my friend Doc Smiley. So I'm going to hand Doc the bass. Do you ever feel shy? Doc's kind of shy. It's okay to be shy, especially when you're meeting new people. It can be kind of scary. All right, Doc, here you go. Let's sing that song together again. And Doc's going to play the bass with us. I'll play the guitar. So we'll have our middle frequency instrument and our low frequency instrument working together. And I'm going to use my voice. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you hear the bass? Welcome to the neighborhood where people choose to smile. It's a beautiful day, won't you stay for a while? I'm happy in this beauty wood, it's neighborly and kind. Of all the neighbors in the world, I'm happy that you're mine. Let's make the most of this beautiful day. While we're together, we'll laugh and we'll play. Won't you be my neighbor today? Thanks, Doc. All right, thank you so much for joining me today in my neighborhood. We're gonna sing one more song before we go and say goodbye to Tommy the Turtle. He'll be here next time, just like I will, and I hope that you will too. Goodbye for now. Take care, my friend. Goodbye for now. I'll see you again. Let's all be good listeners. Let's lend a helping hand. Let's make the world better. Together we can. Goodbye for now. Take care, my friend. Goodbye for now. I'll see you again next time. See you next time.